Go.
So today is the day. I'm going for sub 19 for the first time in my life. My PB is 19:24, which I set just 4 weeks ago, but I've been on a 4-week intensive training program to see if I can shave those 24 seconds off in just that short period of time. Getting underway here straight away, just once again, just trying to dodge the puddles, trying to get a decent start. You can see the 19-minute pacer right in front of me there. I did not see him at the time, quite incredibly. I was so concentrated on just trying to get out and avoid the puddles and do well. I just genuinely didn't see him, but he's going to be absolutely crucial for this ascent, as you'll see in a little while. Now, this is the exact same course I ran 4 weeks ago, so it's going to be exactly comparable. Unfortunately, my GPS didn't kick in immediately, so I had to slightly adjust the distances that you'll see in the top right. They'll appear a little bit earlier than the distance in the top left, because my total run distance was 4.93k, I think it was, according to my watch. But that's all good. That's all good. So just getting settled in now. You can see, honestly, further ahead than I normally am. There's only a few people in front of us, and there were some rapid people that turned up today. Over 500 runners attended. This is the Worcester Pitchcroft Parkrun. But the 4-week training program was actually inspired by the hardest geezer, Russ Cook, who of course ran the full length of Africa. He recently did a 4-week intensive training program to try and shave some time off. He managed to shave a minute off his PB in just 4 weeks, which I was absolutely, well, honestly inspired by. I obviously knew that he is a bit of a different level to me, so I wasn't expecting to be able to shave a whole minute off, but I thought maybe if I really go for over 4 weeks, I can get down into the 18s, because that would be absolutely unbelievable achievement, which honestly, I never even thought I would ever achieve in my life. So what I've been doing, mainly is I've just been upping the mileage. What I wanted to do was do lots of miles and do some speed work. Unfortunately, I haven't managed to have time to do, or the legs rather, to do the speed work. I have, though, more than doubled my average weekly mileage from this year, which was 20k a week before this. And I've been doing, on average, about 50k a week or so over the last few weeks. Although I did have to taper in the final week, so it was more like a 3-week intensive program. Because, frankly, my legs were dead. As you may have seen from the previous videos, my legs were not in good shape. I genuinely tried to do some speed work and just couldn't. My legs were just that tired. But anyway, that's enough about the 4-week intensive program. Let's get on to 1k. So here we go then, just approaching 1k. As I said, top left here, you'll see the distance doesn't get to 1k, but basically I've judged it on the previous run I did here, where I got a total distance of 5.01. I've basically matched the distances to that run to get the running, the splits more accurate. But anyway, 3:46 was that first kilometer. Now, bear in mind, you need an average of 3:48 to get a 19:00. That is pretty good. So we're 2 seconds under the 19:00 pace right now, but we're 7 seconds up on that PB. And of course, we need to beat that by 24 seconds or more if we want to get into the 18s. As you can see, the 90-minute pacer has come through now, and it was at this point that I spotted him. I can't believe I didn't see him, quite frankly. I don't know how, but I spotted him now, and I thought, okay, hold on, I'm with the 90-minute pacer. It would make sense down here to stick with him. Now, honestly, this is the first time I've ever stuck with a pacer. I don't normally like it because there's normally such a big huddle of people around. I normally like to run my own race rather than run with a huddle of people. But as there wasn't too many people, as we're quite frankly outrageously fast at the moment, I haven't lost track of how fast this pace is, because it hurts to run as fast. But yeah, we're just going to sit with him now. We've got a few people around right now, and I've just decided, okay, all right, let's go with the 19 pacer. Let's get up to him. Let's run with this group, and let's see what we can do. So we are now right on the back of the 90-minute pacer, and of course we have to listen to the best marshal in the world.
Now, that is amazing energy. Brilliant start.
Thank you, Marshal.
We've only got 1 lap left.
Absolutely love it. Only 1 lap left, he says. We're not even halfway yet. Not sure that was entirely encouraging, but right with the 19-minute pacer now, sitting right on his heels. And you can see we come through 2k in 3:49, so a little bit slower on that one, just a little touch. We lost about a second compared to the 19-minute target, but we're now 11 seconds under the PB, so still going super strong, and we just got to try and sit with this 19-minute pacer the best we can. Approaching halfway now, you can see we're still right with him, just gone past a couple more people as we just sit with our best friend, the pacer. Heart rate is starting to creep up now into the 180s, but we know I can do a full 5k at 180 BPM, but I don't know whether my legs are going to hold up because I haven't been able to do the speed work that I wanted to do. I don't know if my legs can do this pace for this long. I'm just going to pray. But right now, honestly, I'm pretty happy with my heart rate. I'm not feeling too bad for the first half of this race, but we all know the second half is when it gets really, really hard. But look at this day as well, but absolutely blessed with perfect weather for this run. It was about, I think it was about 11 degrees or so on the day. Nice blue skies, beautiful views. Honestly, could not ask for better PB weather as we get all the finishing marshals there cheering us along. Thank you to those guys. But come on, let's sit with him halfway now. So just coming up to 3k then, and we're going to go through 3k in 3:47. So again, right bang on the pace. Honestly, compared to the 20-minute pacer from a few weeks ago, who was going a little bit quickly, this guy is absolutely nailing it. You can just about see through his pacer vest that he's 250 runner park runner. I looked him up afterwards, and he runs like over 100k a week, super solid runner. I think his course PB is in the 16s, possibly, definitely in the 17s. So we know he's super solid, and that pacing is absolutely amazing. All I'm doing is sitting with him, and we're flying along. So 17 seconds under the PB now, and we are still on for the sub 19 for the first time ever. But we know this K is the hardest K. You can see here the breathing is starting to amp up a little bit. We just got to do what we can. As we now come to a minor bend in the road with a casual runner there, and you can see it's just cost me a couple of meters. It just shows you how on the limit I was, despite the fact my heart rate is not at the max, and the pacer there here can hear that I've just dropped off a little bit and can hear my breathing just picking up a little bit. That little commando was just enough to encourage me just to get back on his heels, just to push that little bit hard up to 185 heart rate now, which I can sustain till the end, but it is creeping up despite me holding the exact same pace. You can see we're just about catching somebody in front as well. Let's hope he can also get sub 19, because we're on the sub 19 hype train now. But thank you to the pacer for the little bit of encouragement there, because I needed that. We did just fall away a little bit, and that just shows how hard I'm pushing. Just around the corner then, as we just finished the horrible wood chip bit, you can see this guy is just fading a little bit, but he's still looking super strong. I just managed to sneak through on his right-hand side here. This bit, honestly, looks quite bad with all the puddles and stuff. Obviously, it was a little bit wet around, but it was completely fine. Honestly, it didn't really affect us at all. This bit is nice and tarmac. Honestly, the wood chip is the worst bit, and that's a bit. It's a really good PB course. So just falling back about a meter or so from our 90-minute pacer right now, but you can see us just getting back on his heels. I was trying to sit with as much as I can. Obviously, the camera's right on the top of my head, but I'm about 5'8", so I'm not the tallest of runners, but thankfully the guy in front was presumably over 6 foot or so. So he was actually quite a nice barrier to the little bit of wind we had on the day. And also you do get a reasonable amount of wind at 348 pace, reasonable amount of airflow over you. So I was just trying to sit with him the best I could and try and get a little bit of slipstream. So just about to come through 4k then. We've done the hardest kilometer in a 5k. That's normally my slowest one, but actually today it is not, because we're sitting with the pacer 346. You can hear him say that last kilometer, still trying to motivate me the best he can. So we are on for this sub 19. If I can just hold on for dear life over this last kilometer, we can do it. We can see in the top right, we're 24 seconds under our PB. We're at the moment, if we just do a 348 final kilometer, we will get it. But it's not going to be easy, because we are right on the limit of what we can do here. We are just about underneath it, but it's super, super tight. You see I've managed to push right back up to him here. Just about managed to mutter a thank you to the marshal there. Always got to thank these amazing volunteers that allow these free parkrun events to happen. But I can see the top left there, the heart rate creeping up. It has just dropped down a little bit. Went up to 189, I think I saw very briefly. Just dropping back a touch. Just not quite able to go with it. I'm giving it everything I've got, but my legs are just giving up on me. Honestly, it didn't feel like my legs on the day, but I just been running the same pace, and I was just fading. I was doing everything I could. I knew that at this point I was on for it. I could not let it slip, but I also knew the finish was close, and I wanted to save myself for a little kick, but not intending to drop off here. Just accidentally let myself slip a little bit. I am giving it absolutely everything. I have never run this hard or this fast in my entire life. We've already done a 1 mile PB. We've done a 2 mile PB. We've just now got to go and get that 5k PB. The marshal there saying last turn, I don't even know, grunted when he said that. I don't know why I did that. Him just checking his watch, making sure we're on pace. You can see the top left, we are looking like a bit quick at the moment, but we know the trees are affecting things. The averages in the top right is what you need. Again, just falling back a few more meters, probably about 5 meters between us at this phase, which is more than one. You can hear him say, come on. He can hear me. He can hear me fading away. He can hear my high breathing. Up to 17 minutes now. We got just under 2 minutes if we want to get our dream of an 18 something, which again, I never thought I would ever do. To be honest, I never even thought I would get sub 20. It was damn hard enough to get that. So when I saw 1924 going for this 4-week program, I thought, do you know what? I'm only 24 seconds away. Let's give it our best shot. But this was never even a target of mine. I never even thought this would be possible. 4.5k now according to the top left, but we know that's slightly under reading. Almost at 190 heart rate now. You can hear my breathing picking up and up. I really am giving it my all. This is all I've got. Normally, I'm able to kick on a little bit in the final kilometer, but I'm not able to do that today. All I can do is cling on, but we are closing back up to the pace, so let's hope that that is right and that he's not just fading or something, or not fading, but slowing down a little bit, but he's been rock solid so far, so I'm sure he's putting in some fantastic pace. Again, the minorest that'll do, of thank yous there to the marshal, and I'm now right back on his heels. Come on, this is it. We can do it from here, but unfortunately, I don't think I can. Listen to what the pace here says in a minute, along with my response, because I was giving it absolutely everything. 190 heart rate, which honestly is pretty much sort of sprint finish level for me. That's pretty much right. You hear final push now.
Got nothing. He's everything.
And you hear me, negative. I've got nothing. I've used everything. That was my mentality. Because he was saying, yeah, you know, go on. I knew I only had a couple hundred meters to go, but I couldn't do it. Listen to the amazing Marshall.
Amazing run. Fantastic time.
Thank you.
You've got this.
Love it. And now it's go time. 150 meters for the finish. Go on, son, says the Marshall behind. Surely we can do this here, but give it our all. We've gone through 4.8k of pain, just 150 meters or so to sprint to the finish. I'm giving it my absolute all, kind of trying to catch the person in front, but I'm just giving it everything. I know I've used everything that my body had over the previous 4.95k, just 50 meters or so to go now. You can hear my breathing really picking up. Surely we're getting into the 18s for the first time in our life. What is it going to be? An 1850 something. Whimpering as it gets to the line. 1852. I do get a sub 19 for the first time in my life, stopping there, holding people up in the queue because I gave that everything. Apologies to the guys behind, even though there's only a couple people behind me. And the final kilometre was my best kilometre. Big fist up bump to the pacer. Again, huge shout out to him. He did such a good effort there of that pacing. 3:44 final kilometre. My best kilometre, but only by 2 seconds. And that shows you that was my limit. It was technically a negative split run, but not by much. I had nothing else. And we did manage to save 32 seconds off our PB in just 4 weeks. I cannot begin to tell you how happy I am, how proud I am that I am now an 18-minute 5k runner. I was so happy with that, and I still am. Absolutely amazing. Let's go ring that bell. There it is, the PB bell. I think I'm going to struggle to ring that bell again over a 5k distance for a little while. But do sub if you haven't already, guys, because just next week, I'm going to be trying to do as close as I can to that time, but with my 1,000 kilometer worn training shoes. How much do shoes give you? Well, we'll find out next week.